Genocide is the deliberate killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation. Genocide is happening today, at this very minute, claiming millions of innocent lives. One violent case of genocide is the genocide in Darfur.
The Darfur region of Sudan, about the size of Texas, is home to racially mixed tribes of settled peasants who identify as African and nomadic herders, who often practice Islamic faith. The majority of people in both groups are Muslim.
Many African farmers and other innocent people in Darfur are being wrongly displaced and murdered by the Janjaweed, a government-supported militia recruited from local Arab tribes. The government in Sudan has left people throughout Sudan poor, powerless, and voiceless.
The genocide in Darfur has claimed 400,000 lives and displaced over 2,500,000 people. More than 100 people continue to die each day. 5,000 die every month. Since February 2003, the Sudanese government in Khartoum and the government-sponsored Janjaweed militia have used rape, displacement, organized starvation, threats against aid workers, and mass murder. Violence, disease, and displacement continue to kill thousands of innocent Darfurians every month.
250,000 people have fled Darfur, mainly to Chad, where they are facing further violence. Humanitarian refugee camps in Chad and Sudan are overcrowded, disease-infested, and prone to attacks. Regardless of the treacherous conditions at the camp, about 20% of the Sudan population resides in a camp, with a majority of this percentage being young people.
Due to the frustration of poverty and neglect, conflict has happened throughout the country. In 2003, two rebel groups launched an uprising against the government. The GEM, the largest rebel group in Darfur, was forced to sign a ceasefire agreement in 2010. They have continued to say they will continue to boycott.
In Darfur, the Sudanese government is destroying African Muslim communities because some of them have challenged the rule. As in the conflict between North and South, in Darfur, ethnic and racial identities has also been part of the conflict. But at its heart is a brutal minority, Arab-centric government in Khartoum that rules by force. It cannot even claim to represent a majority of Northerners, as it has relied on religious fundamentalism to maintain its power.
Peace in Darfur requires that the government of Sudan, the Janjaweed, and the rebel groups of Darfur find a way to resolve political and economic disputes. With no attempt at peace, thousands of innocent civilians continue to die from murder, disease, and starvation every month. Today, millions of displaced civilians living in refugee camps are in awful need of international support as the violence continues.